Today we're going to take a look at the Laxroom 5X semi-soft mesh. So Laxroom 5X semi-soft mesh is a high-performance mesh made by the guys over at Laxroom. Overall, it's a pretty decent mesh, so let's get into it. So they claim that the mesh is semi-soft, but I'd actually consider this more of a soft mesh. As you can see, it is extremely soft and it collapses on itself very easily. The 5X semi-soft mesh weighs in at only 18.1 grams, which I believe makes it the second lightest mesh on the market. Epic Otter Mesh comes in at just a slightly lighter 18.0 grams. So both of them are extremely light meshes and you really can't go wrong with them if you're looking for a slightly lighter mesh. I believe Laxroom 5X mesh has a 17 or 17.5 millimeter diamond size, which is a little bit larger than a lot of the other high performance meshes. So expect a softer pocket, a little bit more hold, but also a slightly slower release point. Some of the cons of Laxroom 5X semi-soft mesh are it tends to bag a decent amount. Here I have a mid pocket in the Stallion U550, and as you can see, it is bagging a little bit. Also, probably the worst thing about 5X mesh is that it stretches a lot. I've had to adjust my bottom string several times, and I've had several other people use the mesh and it has done the same thing for them. They normally have to adjust their bottom string about 4 or 5 times before the pocket settles to where it should be. So that is not very good. So after you first string it, you will have to check it for legality several times before it is completely at its maximum depth. It doesn't retain its channel extremely well. There are meshes that do retain their channel slightly better, like Stringer Shack G3 mesh, but it is fine. Also, since the mesh is so soft and the diamonds are slightly larger, if you don't throw with a purpose, then the ball will snag and hook on these shooters and throw down. So you will have to put a little bit of power in your shots and your passes to make sure that they don't throw to the ground. Some of the pros to Laxroom 5X mesh are it's extremely strong. It's probably the most abrasion resistant mesh on the market, which is a very good trait to have. It's light, like I said before, it weighs only 18.1 grams. You can actually tell the difference when you string it up and play with it for a little bit. By far the best pro of Laxroom 5X mesh is the amount of hold you can get. You'd be hard pressed to find any other mesh that would give you more natural hold than this mesh. Simply because of that slightly larger diamond size, just really holds onto the ball, and also by it being a softer mesh, the ball just tends to grip onto the mesh very well. So personally, I feel like it had a little bit too much ball movement in the pocket. Even though some people might like that, if you do, then by all means you should go for this mesh. So personally, I would really only recommend Laxroom 5X mesh to face-off guys and also to people that really like a softer mesh. Laxroom 5X is in its prototype phases still, so they are still improving on the mesh, so we'll see how it comes out in the near future. That is it for my review over Laxroom 5X semi-soft mesh. If you enjoyed the review, be sure to like and also to subscribe. Thanks for watching.